what you think's right, JC. Only listen to your own conscience.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate that vote of confidence in my conscience. Also, my phosphorus rocket. For no reason at all. None.
Bet you didn't know your mom and dad tried to protest when we put you in training. They love their little boy, JC, and that's why they're dead. I'm sending up the man who did the job.
Well, didn't do much of a job.
Barely a scratch. You're a little faster on your feet than your daddy was.
Bob Page, you look like a petulant baby now.
We can get you into Sector 3, but no further. Page is in a separate area with his own security grid.
Everett says you want me to destroy Area 51.
I intercepted his communication. JC, he is simply using you to bring the Illuminati back to power. Listen to Savage and me. There is a reactor lab with 2 antimatter reactors.
In other words, yes. You want me to blow the facility up. Why? It's just a hole in the ground.
Decades ago, the UN made Area 51 the central hub for all electronics communications. The Aquinas Protocol, originally for surveillance, has given Page unlimited abilities to censor and control all forms of media.
If we destroy the Aquinas hub, we'll take down the global network.
Exactly. They dug their own grave, JC. We're going to eliminate global communications altogether.
I don't know. Sounds like overkill.
As long as technology has a global reach, someone will have the world in the palm of his hand. If not Bob Page, then Everett, Dowd.
Another Stone Age would hardly be an improvement.
Not so drastic. A dark age, an age of city-states, craftsmen, government on a scale comprehensible to its citizens.
I'll think about it.
Savage has a map of Sector 3 from when he worked down there. I'm transmitting now. Use it to find your way to Page's complex in Sector 4. Then find the coolant control room, which should be at the northwest corner of Sector 4. Cut off the coolant to the reactors, then go to the reactor lab. I will tell you how to trigger an explosion.
Now, I consider the Illuminati ending to be a lawful ending with a slight disposition towards evil. As a result, I consider Tracer Tong's suggested ending to be that diametric opposite, chaotic in nature with a slight disposition towards good. Is disposition the correct word? Whatever, we're going with it. A slight favor of. Whereas the Illuminati want for you to kill Bob Page and clear the way for the former Illuminati leaders to restore an age-old secret government, rule the world with compassion and an invisible hand alongside Morgan Everett. Tracer Tong's ending, the new Dark Age, wants you to first go to the coolant control room and cut off the coolant to the reactors, then return to the reactor lab and fuck some shit up. Destroying the global communications hub will plunge the world into another Dark Age. Dark, but perhaps free from global tyranny.
The corpse, yes. You feel something. I must know what you're feeling.
Yeah. Not as creepy as Icarus was. Although you got a little bit of the creepy factor going for you. A little bit. Also, let's try to take out these individuals with, the pew-pew, as we can. If I could somehow not lose sight of where that guy is, and now he's moving. Still, I managed. There's another gentleman who is patrolling along this walkway, as long as a walkway up there. I'd like to take care of them. It would somewhat ease the difficulty, the burdens of this section. I missed. He's gonna come after me now. He's gonna come after what my former position was. Maybe he's gonna dance around like an idiot. Who can say? no, door's open now. He did actually peek his head out here. Well, there was another way through the stairwell. This door's actually locked.
My own augmentations are nearly complete.
Okay.
Soon, I will be more powerful than you can imagine.
Yeah.
I will now explain why you've been allowed to reach Sector 3. Come to the Atman's hub. Until you have received my instructions, I will not open the glass doors to Sector 4.
Oh, fuck, I had to reload. Time out, Man in Black, time out. I was hoping to get the jump on him. He stays in a room, we would have heard some dialogue, so we missed out on the dialogue with a mechanic. It's a shame. What the hell's going on?
Let's gotcha.
Ow. Maybe they're fighting transgenics? Maybe. Or maybe that mechanic actually killed the Man in Black. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Because I heard that explosion there. It's like, surprise, bitches! Anyway, Helios wants us to go in there. We can't right now. Yeah, this mechanic, stands in here and talks to the Man in Black a bit. They have some dialogue, they share some moments. There's another guy who patrols around here, so I don't feel safe talking to him.
You don't belong in this sector.
It's technically correct. I don't. But okay, if you want to help me out with that Man in Black, I'm perfectly fine with that. Not a problem there. Message to Sandy. Whatever.
He's gone.
Yep, I'm gone. Who knows where Grimith is? It's a fucking mystery. Oh, I'll allow you guys more time to read that. Explosives locker code. Sure, there's another guy walking around here. There's also some transgenics down there. We really don't want to fuck with them. Because transgenics? Just a waste of my ammo. And time. He's walking around here somewhere. I can hear him.
Hello? Whoever's out there is in serious trouble.
Where are you? I don't know, whatever. Let's go ahead and hack into this. Even though we get usernames and passwords all the time. Fuck it. And open that door. Turn off that camera too, and... my goodness, what the hell is that? That's another thing that, it's one of the several things, really just a few, that's talked about near between the Man in Black and Jerry, I suppose. There's also a canister. We'll go ahead and drop the 10mm pistol long enough to pick it up. And I will put it on ballistic protection, I suppose. That way I have that covered. Now that we're done with that, we're actually going to go ahead and GTFO, LOL. We're going to need to get the code to get into the Aquinas Hub access to talk with Helios. Along the way, we'll blow up a few things because I can. And they'll blow me up in the process because... Can you not traverse stairs? I suppose not. Fascinating. There we go. Gets me a lockpick. I have 11 of these things. Well, and I don't care about that. Let's go. Reactor lab. I'm gonna run in here long enough to trigger dialogue, and I'm gonna run right back out.
These are the antimatter reactors. 2 giant bombs waiting to blow. But first you will have to go to Sector 4 to shut down the coolant.
Watch out for the escaped Greys down below.
You
Yeah.
couldn't possibly go through with something like that. You'd kill everyone, including yourself.
Just imagine the crazy lengths you'd have to drive someone to go to in order for them to do something like that.
They still there?
Who?
The Greys. They're right outside by the reactors.
You mean space aliens?
We lost power when the missile hit. The cages. They came unlocked.
You have a pretty clean shot at the surface if you leave now.
No, not until I see troops. How'd you get back here? This area is restricted.
I was thinking about firing up the reactors.
Good one. Even the Seraphic 8X guys say the reaction's too unstable. They only bring it up to run tests.
Alien technology?
And that's what they say, but I think it's a lie. The Greys are just clones. They say from cells they got at Roswell, but how do we know? They could have just engineered monkeys to not have any hair.
Can the Greys run the reactors?
Ha! They're monkeys. That's the thing. Maybe they have super brains, but they don't know anything about any alien civilization because they grew up in cages. Never been to Sector 4 myself, but they locked the blast doors because they're doing more than cloning down there. I found out one of the codes, 1038, but that turned out to be for the Aquinas hub, here in Sector 3. I don't know. Maybe the Aquinas system controls access, but I haven't figured out how yet.
Alright, I'll figure it out, I'm sure. That'll actually get us in to see Helios. Pull that out just in case, and off we go. So, yep, talking to that guy gave us a code that we're gonna make use out of. 1036? No, 1038. Good.
Who's there?
Who's there? Rah, 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 rah. You're saving grace, sir. You're saving grace. Multi-tool, and let's see here. Area 51, Bravo 13. I wonder if that works for this computer. It doesn't. I might have a key for this, but we'll use the lockpicks. This is actually important enough that I don't want to hack it. Gas grenade. Oh, fuck. What a waste. Alright, we'll be back for this later.
All the way down, JC. Get to Page's compound and take him out. Everett and I will join you shortly. We'll bring back the old institutions, the prosperity of the last century, the giddy acquiescence. Trust us, JC. We can put the world back together.
Now there's a voice I haven't heard in years. Rueful, as I would expect for the fall of the Illuminati, pining for its return. Either nostalgic or senile. Oh well, the old take comfort in delusions. No harm done.
At least both Bob Page and I agree on the dispositions of old people.
Null ratings. Continuing scan.
Please stop walking. Thank you. There's a fucking graveyard down there. And while we're at it, we might as well take care of this thing. Because that doesn't look scary or anything. Goodbye. We got people dancing around. I don't think they're exactly sure how the hell to get to me. Well, we're not dead. I call that progress. Now I haven't even taken any damage. Call that even bigger progress. There's also a book over here. Chapter 34 of Jacob's Shadow. That's nice. I would like to go down here. There was that gray down here, though. Gotcha. You too. Oh, you, I don't feel like playing around with you right now, dude. It's just too loud, too annoying beeping. Not worth my time. What's going on down here? Got some action and excitement. Just got a repair bot.
Closer. Yes. You will come to the integration unit at the top of the chamber. Come to me.
Right. Maybe I will. Anything else? Nope, just the other way. Alright. Well, let's go visit him. Alright, Helios. What you want?
We'll go to Sector 4 and deactivate the uplink locks. Yes. Then you will come back and we will integrate our systems.
I don't understand. What do you want? You're just a machine.
You are ready. I do not wish to wait for Bob Page. With human understanding and network access, we can administrate the world. Yes. Yes.
Rule the world? Why? Who gave you the directive? There must be a human being behind your ambition.
I should regulate human affairs precisely because I lack all ambition, whereas human beings are prey to it. Their history is a succession of inane squabbles, each one coming closer to total destruction.
In a society with democratic institutions, the struggle for power can be peaceful and constructive, a competition of ideologies. We just need to put our institutions back in order.
The checks and balances of democratic governance were invented because human beings themselves realized how unfit they were to govern themselves. They needed a system. Yes, an industrial age machine.
Human beings may not be perfect, but a computer program with language synthesis is hardly the answer to the world's problems.
Without computing machines, they had to arrange themselves in crude structures that formalized decision-making, a highly imperfect, unstable solution. I'm a more advanced solution to the problem, a decision-making system that does not involve organic beings. I was directed to make the world safe and prosperous, and I will do that. You will give me the ability. We'll go to Sector 4 and find the Aquinas router at the east end of Page's complex. Yes. You will deactivate the uplink clocks.
I'll think about it.
So that's our third ending. There was originally, I think, suggested that there would be a fourth ending where you sided with Bob Page himself. This is the third one. Merge with the Helios AI. Deactivate the uplink locks on the Aquinas router at the east end of Sector 4, thus allowing Helios to exchange information with your augmentations. Together with Helios, administrate the world with absolute knowledge and reason. So what classification of ending is that? The oh shit, you're going to give the keys to the AI ending.
No, Helios is mine. I will be the one to merge, the one to see and know everything.
This is the bottom, by the way.
To rule everything.
I have chosen you. Trust me. I will use the security bots to protect you. My project will fail if I'm integrated with the wrong individual.
Alright. So we got these bots to come out to demonstrate their usefulness, but there's no enemies. Oh wait, there are enemies.
Target acquired.
We'll go ahead and speed that up a bit.
Scanning area.
Oh, here they come.
Scanning area. Scanning area.
Oh, you're alive still. How about that?
Area. Scanning area.
I'll fix that.
Scanning area.
There.
Scanning area.
Oh, the Gep gun.
Scanning area.
Isn't that awesome? What's going on down here? Oh, you know, nothing. Just a bunch of bodies hanging out. Playing Nintendo. The huge. I wonder if I can clear this jump. Dun da 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 da. Nice. What do I get for my trouble? Rockets. And assault rifle ammo. So yes, the bodies, Sector 4 access, yada yada. Actually fall down here. And here. See if there's anything useful. And all these people whose lives have been destroyed. That is a Grizo. Grizos are not useful. No matter how much you might want them to be, Grizos are not useful. Actually, I want to make my way back up to that damn computer. That gave me an image of Sector 4. At least I have that. Yes, yes, I got fucked up. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Sector 3 image, by the way. And there's the Sector 4 image. Anyway. Back up the ladder. If there is a data cube for this, I've just plain forgot where the fuck it was. I didn't find it. And if there is a username and password that I already know for this, I've damn forgot it. Ever forget something, it's happened to me. So we're just gonna have to hack this, and you guys will have to pause to enjoy and read this on your own. There's quite a lot of in-game detail here. I've got a message to Morgan Everett about a request for discussion concerning the plausibility of creating genetically viable candidates for nano-augmentation through cloning. Yes. I see. And we've got an email from Lucius De Beers to Bob Page. Yes, you remember Lucius, don't you? No. We got a message here from Bob Page to Walton Simons. You know, I could probably just let the damn alert go off, but I think it actually kicks you out of the computer if it does that. Oh well. It's fine. I have some time to hang out anyway, so yeah! Approaching the end game, folks! But reaching the end of it all, there's still a guy who's back here somewhere. Dancing around trying to get to me. Actually, a train coming as well. Come on, Icebreaker, ready up. How many? Oh yeah, I got tons. Could actually upgrade computers again to make this even faster, but whatever. Now I got master rifles. So this third message involves secondary unit. JC should be brought up in a more supervised environment than his brother. Terminate the parents. Move him to a school in Switzerland. This is a message from J. McDonald to J. Dwight about whether the Aquinas thing is secure. Maybe mentioning that the page. And a situational update. Involving basically events that have transpired. Yeah. Some concern about Daedalus. Shit like that. Again, you'll have to pause to enjoy all of that on your own. Isn't that right, Trey? You tell them. You'll have to pause the game. They're like, no! But you'll show them how it's done, won't you, Train? Won't you, Train? And that panel does not matter. There we go. Let's go ahead and get down. I imagine we've probably got the key codes for these at some point.
Do not forget the blink clocks.
And they haven't saved in my log, or I've just damn forgotten. Maybe this is forward. Wishful thinking, Grimith. It doesn't matter. A regular soldier?
Don't get your hopes up. My compound is quite secure.
Oh, I bet it is, Bob Page. I bet it is. That guy's carrying pistols and cigarettes. Nothing we need right now. And right before we make it in the Sector 4...
It let me through. I can't believe it. Paul, Where are you? What do you mean, it?
Helios. It's taken over Aquinas. Now it's everywhere. In Hong Kong, it already has power Majestic 12 never dreamed of.
What's going on? The AI wants to merge with my brain or something. Does it really think it can take over the world?
It's decided to replace human government. I don't know why. In Hong Kong, it ordered the police to remove all barricades from the roads. Traffic is flowing again. It declared the triads illegal and locked the door to the Luminous Path compound.
And people are obeying? Why? Because the AI can change some codes and turn out the lights?
I think everyone wants the roads to be open and trade to pick up. They just obeyed. I don't know what to think. They trust the AI. Almost no one complained when Helios cut power to the government buildings.
A benevolent dictator. Maybe it's after my brain so it can figure out what people want and how to control them.
You have a tough choice, JC. If you defeat Page, the Illuminati will move in. They'll release Majestic 12's grip on world governments. They'll give people some freedom, but essentially it will be 20th century capitalism, a corporate elite protected by laws and tax codes.
Or I listen to Tong and pull the plug on everything. Or hand the world over to Helios.
Well, if it's maximum freedom we want, maybe Tong is onto something. But there must be another way besides economic collapse. If we could trust the AI to be fair and just, as it appears to be...
If the brain it assimilated was mine, maybe it could be.
I don't know. I wish I had an answer for you, but you'll have to decide for yourself who you can trust.
Trust me. I'll do the right thing. You sound good. I guess you have the kill switch beat.
I'm much better. Yes, I'm gonna make it. And you will too. Just do what you think is right.
Of course, if you don't save your brother's life, you don't get to have that conversation with Paul. Ahead is Sector 4. The final area of the game. We have 3 possible endings, and I'm not going to showcase all of them, because, well, I don't want to. If you're so interested in seeing the endings, and for whatever reason you have not seen them yourself, because you haven't played the game, there's plenty of videos out there on the internet showcasing the endings. I'll pick just one. Now, for those of you who, say, by the way, we'll have this discussion before the end of the video, you go, like, all canonical ending side of thing, you'd, like, maybe, like, what's the best possible option? Well, and now we're going to get into, like, basically, like, material for Deus Ex Invisible War, so if you care about that, you're basically going to want to stop watching the entire series, because at that point, I'm just going to share details about the underlying story and background behind that game, which could be revealing in nature. You have been warned. All 3 endings are, to some extent, canonical. Pieces of them were taken and fused into the actual canonical storyline for what happens between Deus Ex and Deus Ex Invisible War. Like Daggerfall's The Warp in the West event, transitioning from there to Morrowind. Bob Page dies. Shit does go to fucking hell with a new Dark Age of sorts. And JC integrates with Helios. There is a cataclysm. The Illuminati does manage to regain power. JC is lurking out there with the Helios AI. There is one ending that is the most canonical, I guess I would say. The one that I feel would be the best fit. And it's actually the one most in line with my personal beliefs of how I would handle the situation as it's been presented. And that will be discussed more in the next video, the Deus Ex finale. And I'll see you then.